Hello students, so today in this video we are going to do the chapter 4 for class 3 science. The chapter name is birds, feather, beak, feet, claws and flight. Okay, so let's start with the chapter. So in this chapter it is written here, let's start. Birds are unique. They are the only animals that have feathers. The birds are unique. They have only animals on the earth, they have feathers. So with that we are going to start with the first from the chapter, that is feathers. Okay, it is saying feather comes in different shape, size and colors. Beside making birds appears beautiful, feathers serve other purpose too. So the feathers, here it is saying we find the feathers of the bird of different shape and size. They are of different shape and size and color. Of different birds have different colored feather. Beside that makes the birds appears beautiful. Feather serves other purpose to the birds also. The feather purpose are other also. They makes the bird beautiful. They are of different shape and size. So the other purpose too. The first point it is saying the flight feathers includes tails and wings feather. They are 8 flight. Okay, the flight feathers includes tail, the tail of the bird, and the wings feather, they are the flight feathers of the bird. Down feathers are soft and fluffy. They keep a bird warm by trapping air close to its body. The down feathers of the bird, they are soft and fluffy. If this is a bird, the down feathers are soft and fluffy. They keep a bird warm and trapping air close to its body. Okay, now let's go. So after that, feathers, we have beaks. Okay, so the beaks, also known as gills, also this beaks is also known as bill, has bird in many ways. They have the bird in many ways. Beaks are one of the different shapes and often a bird can be identified looking at its beak. Okay, the beaks are also of different shape. Okay, and we can often classify or identify bird by looking at his beaks. Beaks are used by birds. Okay, how they use? For gathering, catching and eating food. For gathering, catching and eating food, they use their beaks. Okay, the beaks of the bird. Suppose this is the bird, this beak. Okay, they use it for catching, gathering and eating the food. Okay, for picking building materials while building nest, they use it for picking building materials while building nest. For defeating themselves and their babies, for defeating themselves and their babies, they use that beak for defeating, and for feeding their babies, they use that beak for feeding the babies also. The shape of a bird beak is closely related to its eating habit. Different types of beaks are followed. So the shape of this beak, okay, the shape of this beaks depends, okay, it is closely related to its eating habit. Due to different birds have different eating habits, so this beaks is also closely related to their eating habits. So different beaks are here. It is given here the tearing beak. Okay, the first one is given here, the tearing beak. Okay, the tearing beak. In beak we have the first one, it is tearing beak. Okay, this tearing beak. Okay, birds of prey or raptors such as eagles, kites, honk, vulture and falcon eat flesh. Okay, they have sharp hooked beak that help them tear meat. Okay, so these birds they eat the flesh of other animals. So the beak of that, they are sharp hooked beak, they help them to tear meat. They have sharp hooked beak which help them to tear the meat. Okay, cracking beak. The next one is the cracking beak. Okay, the cracking beak. Okay, what is the cracking beak? Sparrow and cardinals crack some seeds and nuts with the short cone shaped beaks. Okay, these birds, okay, they crack the seeds and nuts for eating. Okay, so they have short cone shape. They have cone shape. They have a cone shape. The shape of the beaks are like cone shaped. Okay, it is like cone shaped beaks. Okay, now the needle like beak. Okay, needle like. Now the number 3 is needle like beak. needle-like beak. Okay, hummingbird have long needle-like beak. They used to probe deep into flowers to get nectar that they drink. Okay, the hummingbird have long needle. Okay, they have long needle-like beak. They have long needle-like beak. They used to probe deep into flowers. They used to probe deep into the flower to get nectar that they drink. Okay, they use their beak. The another type of beak is the needle-like beak. Okay, now the next one we have scissor-like beak. Okay, number 4, that is scissor-like beak. The woodpecker beak is strong and sturdy with a chisel-like teeth for drilling holes in wood to catch insect eat. Okay, the woodpeckers, their beaks are like chisel. Okay, they drill holes. Okay, they drill holes in the trees to catch the insects to eat. Catch the insect to eat. Okay, broad and short beak. Now we have the 5 is broad and short beak. Broad and short beak. The swan has a broad and short beak that is sticky inside that help it catch insect. Swallows, swifts and flycatchers like to eat while flying using their short beaks and wide gaping mouth to capture insect in flight. Okay, so this type of beaks, the broad and the short beaks, what are they? They are sticky inside, they help to, they are sticky inside, from inside they are sticky from inside, helps it catch insect, it helps to catch insects. Okay, swallows, swift and flycatchers like to eat while flying using their short beak and wide gaping mouth, okay, to capture insect. The insect which are flying, with the help of the sticky, they catch the insect and they eat. Okay, the next one we have number 6, long, broad, pointed beak. Long, broad, pointed beak. Okay, the heron and the urs find their long, broad, pointed beak useful when hunting fish and frogs and other small animals that live in and around water. These beaks help them to either grab or tap their meal. Okay, so here the heron, okay, these birds, they have long and a broad pointed beak which helps them for catching the fish, frogs and other small animals that lives around the water. Their beak helps them to either grab or stab their meals. Okay, now after that, beaks for straining. Okay, beak for straining. Okay, so now beak for straining. What is beak for straining here? Duck has bold flat beaks with tiny comb-like structure around the edge of the beak. The comb-like structure helps to filter mud and water when the duck feeds a small insects and plants. So here beak for straining. Beak for straining means to separate something. Straining means to separate. Straining means, if you see here, it is strained. So how they strain it? The dog has broad. They have a broad. You have seen a beak of a dog. It is like this. It is broad. Okay, flat beak with tiny comb-like structures. Comb-like structure. Okay, around the edge of the beak. Around the edge of the beak. This around. Suppose this is the flat beak. Okay. Okay, at the edge of the beak. Okay, it is saying the comb-like structure has to filter mud, and it has to filter the mud and water when they catch the small insects and plant. Okay, now the next one, it is pouch-like beak for scooping. The panicle has a pouch-like beak that can expand when panicle tries to scoop up fish from water. Okay, so this type of birds, they have a pouch-like. They have a pouch-like beak. Okay, they have a pouch-like beak. Okay, they have a pouch-like beak. What they do with this, how it is helpful for them, they try to scoop up fish from water. They try to catch the fish from out. So the pouch then contracts and the water drains out. Okay, the pouch gets contract and the water gets drained out. After the water drains out, the panicle swallows the fish or the other food left behind. Okay, after the contraction, the water gets drained out, and whatever the food is left here, they eat it. Okay. Now the curved beak. Okay, the last one is the curved beak. A curved beak has the parrot. Okay, crack some nuts and hard fruits that it likes to feed on. Okay, so some birds have curved like beak. Okay, they have curved like beak. Suppose a parrot has a curved like beak. They have a curved like beak. Okay, it has them to crack the small nuts and hard fruits that it likes to feed on. Okay, so with that they feed on. Okay, so after the beak we will go with feather. Also we have done. So after the beak we will do with the feet and claws. Feet and claws of the birds. Okay, feet and claws of the birds. Okay, now bird use their feet and claws for many important activities such as, so the bird use their feet and claws for many activities such as swimming, catching prey, walking, preaching, wanding, climbing, scratching and digging. So these are the different things they use to do some different activities. Okay, with their feet and claws. A bird may also use its feet and claws to protect itself from enemies. So they use their feet and claws to protect them from enemies. So the first one here, birds that swims. Okay, ducks, geese and swans all have webbed feet. They have webbed feet. Okay, the webbed feet is like this. Okay, webbed feet, it is like this. You have seen the feet of a duck. Okay, it is webbed feet. It is like this. Okay, these 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. 3 toes in the front and 1 toe at the back. The 3 toes at the front are joined by skin, which is called wave. It helps the bird to push water back while swimming. So they have 3 toes at the front and 1 at the back, and the 3 toes are attached with a skin that is called wave, and this helps the bird to push the water back while swimming. Okay, birds of prey. Okay, now raptors or birds of prey like eagle, hawks, falcon have sharp and powerful claws called talon, and they use them for catching food such as rat and small birds. Okay, so these eagles and all, they have sharp and powerful claws. Okay, they have sharp and powerful claws. With that they catch the small rats and small birds. Okay, now birds that perch. Okay, crows, sparrow and other, they have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. They have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. This kind of claws help such birds to hold on to branch of a tree while perching on it. So this type, the crow, sparrow, they all have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back also. They have also 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. So with that they hold the branches of the tree while perching on it. Okay, now the wanding birds. Wanding birds. Some birds do not swim but wade through waters. They do not swim but they wade through water. That means they walk. Okay, such birds have long slender legs that allow them to walk slowly through water without getting wet. With that leg they can walk slowly through the waters without getting wet. Cranes, herons and sandpipers are wanding birds. So they are the examples of wanding birds. Okay, now after that we have birds that climbs. So the birds that climb, some birds prefer to walk and down tree trunks or feet. So some birds, they prefer to walk up and down tree trunks on the feet. The shape of the feet and the claws help them. The shape of the feet and the claws, what they have, helps them to walk up and down the trees. Okay, for example, the woodpecker has 2 toes. They have 2 toes pointed forward and 2 toes pointed back. The toes of the woodpecker, that is, they have 2 toes pointed at the front, 2 toes at the front and 2 toes at the back. Okay, so they have this type of toes. Okay, This toe arrangement supports it as climb up and down a tree. This type of toes help them to climb up and down a tree. Okay, with this type of toes they climb up and down a tree. After that we have the bird that scratch and dig. Okay, the birds that scratches and dig. Hens have hard and sharp claws that helps them scratch and dig the ground for insects and seed that they help. Okay, that they eat. Okay, so the hen, they have sharp and hard claws. With that they scratch the ground or dig the ground for insects and seeds that they eat. Okay, after this we have studied about the feet and the claws. Now we'll study about how birds fly. Okay, how the birds fly. Okay, okay students, so we have completed till there the bird that scratch and dig. Now how birds fly. Now we will study about how birds fly. Birds fly. Okay, most birds can fly. Here are some features that aids birds in flying. Birds. Okay, so most of the birds can fly. So the features the birds can fly are a light body made of hollow bones. Okay, the features are the body of the bird is light and their bones are hollow. Okay, a boat shaped body that easily moves through air. So the shape of the body of the bird is boat shape. It is like a shape of the boat. Okay, that can move easily through the air. Wings are attached to the bird's body with strong muscles. The wings are attached to the wings of the birds are attached to the body with strong muscles that helps the wing move up and down and forward and back, causing flight. Moving the wings up and down, the wings when moves up and down is called upstroke movement. Moving the wings downward and forward is called downstroke movement. Okay, so I have told here the wings of the birds are attached, okay, to the strong muscles. Okay, and they move up and down and forward and back. Okay, when they are moving up and down, up and backward, they are called upstroke, and when they are moving downward and forward, they are called downstroke. Feathers covering the wings help in flight, while the tails help to change the direction while flying. So the feathers covering the wings helps to flight. Okay, and the tail which the birds have helps to change direction while flying. Now after that, this is how the features are of the birds who fly. Now there are some birds who are flightless birds. Okay, flightless birds. Those all birds have wings and feathers, yet some of them cannot fly. Okay, they are known as flightless birds. The birds, they have wings, okay, they have feathers, but they cannot fly. So that type of birds are called flightless birds. Ostriches, cassowary, kiwi and penguins are some of the flightless birds. Okay, these are the examples. Okay, these birds have lived for millions of years on isolated islands, protected from hunters and predators or animals that might attack or kill them for foods. Okay, why they are flightless? Why they have become flightless? Because they have isolated them in some islands to protect themselves from hunters, animals, okay, predators who might kill them for foods. Okay, so they stop flying. They have stopped flying because they no longer need to fly to escape danger. Okay, so they have stopped flying and they have no need longer to fly to escape danger. So they have stopped flying. So they have forget to, if we can say they have forgot to fly, but also they have the feathers and the wings. They are called flightless birds. After that, the two major difference in the physical appearance of the birds that can and they cannot fly. Okay, the birds who can fly and the birds that cannot fly, they have two major difference, physical measures. The flightless birds have smaller wings bones. Okay, the flightless bird, the birds who cannot fly, they have smaller wing bones and they have no keel, which is an extra bone that is used as anchor for wing movement. Okay, so the flightless bird, they have smaller wing bones and they have no keel, okay, the keel, okay, which is an extra bone that is in only the birds who can fly, okay, it is anchor for wing movement, okay. So this is the two major difference between the physical appearance of the birds that can and that cannot fly. However, these birds have their own method of movement and self-protection. For instance, penguins are unable to fly and are in fact better built for swimming and diving. Their short legs and stalk bills give them a distinguished wading walk. Ostrich, the largest bird, has thin leg that can carry it really fast. They fight with their feet. A solid kick can kill a lion, okay. So there is an example given here. The penguin, they cannot fly, but they can, they are built their life in a way of for better swimming and diving, okay. The ostrich is the largest bird. They have a thin leg that they carry it really fast, and they fly with their feet, and the kick, if they kick, they can kill a lion. So with this I have completed the chapter, the birds, feather, beak, feet, claws and flight. Thank you.
Hello my dear students, I welcome all the students of class 3 over here. So today we are going to deal with chapter number 4. It's all about birds, okay. The name of the book is, it's Lakshmi Singh Science, chapter number 4, birds, feather, beaks, feet, claws and flight, okay. Explanation was already done by Rahul sir, okay. So today we are going to do exercise, okay. So everyone take out this book, Lakshmi Singh Science book for class 3, and take out your exercise book and start. Let's do the exercise together. Before that, let me give you my introduction. My name is Miss Rashmi, okay. So let's start. Open to page number 35. Look at the objective type question. Look at the images below. Describe the shape of the beak of each bird. It's not possible for me to draw these pictures, so that's why I've directly written the answers over here, okay. So the first picture shows curved, okay. Second picture, number B, shows tearing. Number C, cracking. Number D, long broaded pointed beak. Number E, needle like. And number F is broad flat beak with tiny comb like structure, okay. Now let's move on to number 2. Question number 2, complete the table by filling in the missing information. Here there are 3 columns: bird, type of feet and claws, and number 3rd column is for how it helps. So the first one is bird is geese, and types of feet and claws are webbed feet, okay, for the second column. Second one, for bird it's eagle, and type of feet and claws is talons, and how it helps for catching food such as rat or small birds, okay. Number C, bird is crow, type of feet is 3 toes in front and 1 at the back, and how it helps to hold on the branch of a tree while perching on it. Number D, the bird is crane, and how it helps, the bird is crane and how it helps allow them to walk slowly through water without getting wet. And the number E is woodpecker, type of feet is here 2 toes pointed forward and 2 toes pointed backward, and how it helps support it as it climbs up and down, okay. And the F1 is bird is hen, HENS, hens, and how it help them scratch and dig the ground for insects and seeds that they eat, okay. Now everyone turn the page. Question number 3, name the following: a bird that chisel like beak, woodpecker; a bird with needle like beak, hummingbird; a bird with curved beak, parrot; a bird with talons, eagles; a flightless bird, ostrich, okay. Now let's move on to question number 4. It's filling the blanks. Soft and fluffy down feathers keep a bird warm by trapping air close to its body. Number 2, eagles, hawks and kites are birds of prey, okay. C number. Number C, a bird may also use its feet and claws to protect itself from enemies. Number D, ducks, geese and swans all have webbed feet with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Okay. Number E, a bird or flight flies with the help of boat shaped made up of hollow bones. Number F, moving of the wings upward and backward is called upstroke movement. Moving of the wing downward and forward is called downstroke movement. Number G, the dash of a bird helps to change direction while flying. Tail. The ostrich can fight with its feet. So students, now let's do the subjective type question. It's page number 36. Okay. So the first question is, which feature is unique to birds? A unique feature to birds is that they are the only animals with feathers. Okay. Number B, what is the difference between flight and down feathers? Flight feathers aid flight, while down feathers keep a bird warm by trapping air close to its body. Number C, how are beaks useful for birds? Beaks are useful in many ways, like for gathering, catching and eating wood. Sorry, here it will be F. Okay. For gathering, catching and eating food. Number 2, for picking building material while building nest. And number 3 is for feeding babies. Okay. Number 4th question, number D, how does the feet and claws of a woodpecker aid movement? A woodpecker has 2 toes pointed forward and 2 toes pointed backward that support as it climbs up and down on tree. Number E, what makes wading birds different from birds that swim? Give example for each. Birds that swim have webbed feet with 3 toe front and 1 toe back, which helps the birds to push water back while swimming like ducks and geese. Wading birds have long, slender legs that allow them to walk slowly like a cranes and herons. Number F, how are flightless birds different from the other birds? The 2 major difference between flightless birds and other birds are, flightless birds have smaller wing bones, and number 2, they have no keel and extra bone is used for anchoring in wing movement. Students, you will get all this PDF and content in our school website, that is www.bsnes.in. You can collect the material from there and you can write the answers. Okay. So let's meet up in the next class. Till then, bye bye.